Hey guys, Mike with Gettin Greasy Garage. So, got a new tool. I have struggled with flaring brake lines for a long time. So I bought this ABN professional brake line flaring tool. It comes with 4 sets of dies, and if you look at the die, you see it does single, double, and bubble flare. They're size 3/16, quarter, and 3/8, and there's a goofy metric one. I don't know, I never made a metric brake line, so can't really speak about that. This is very similar, I'll use that word, to what a company that sells auto body tools, blah blah blah, makes. I'm sure this is Chinese. I didn't ask questions. It wasn't $300. It was under $200, and that's what I could afford at the moment. I needed a flaring tool because, grab it. This is what I have, or had, up until then. The standard flaring tool kit. And this thing sucks. I'm only keeping this because I might use it for copper tubing, which is probably what it's fine for. But it doesn't work on brake lines worth a damn. Now, I will say the caveat to that is I am using stainless steel brake lines on the 59 Ford Fairlane. It's a harder material than your standard metal brake line. Now, I did learn from Ed Goslin over at Goslin Farms. Go watch his channel, by the way. Excellent family, entertaining, and you'll learn a lot. I've learned a lot about cattle and farming and stuff that I never even knew about. Plus, Ed builds some pretty cool farm machinery, and I swear the guy can fix anything. Anyway, so go watch them, subscribe, tell him I sent you. So Ed told me that if I was going to flare stainless steel brake line tubing, that at the end of it, like right in here where you'd flare it, that I should heat it up and anneal it. Heat it up, let it cool down, which then on stainless makes it softer. I did that, and still with the old kit, wouldn't work. The flares were always crooked, so I don't know if it's the material being hard or the kit. I'm going to blame the kit. So, I had to do that, or have to build a Fairlane, do the brake lines on the Fairlane. So I was in need of a new tool, so I bought this bad boy. We got our dies, we got our brake line, and these babies are for bending brake lines, or pliers. Found them on eBay. I'm sure Amazon has them too. That's what they look like. They're brake line bending pliers. If you're bending brake lines, get yourself a pair of these. Besides the regular old twisty benders everybody has, these are really handy. Anyway, I digress. So, I annealed, didn't work. This is just a scrap piece of line that I had. Which I need to take these fittings off because I need those for something else. So, in looking at this tool and reading about brake lines, I've had to make a few repairs over the years. Never actually made lines. They did tell me get a brake line deburring tool. This end goes like this. You just give her a few twists. Chamfers that outer edge. This end chamfers the inside. Give her some twists until it's opened up. You see there, because when you cut these with a tubing cutter, it leaves material in there and it kind of closes up the inside diameter of the line. So put your line in. First, this thing has, well, it's got to pull a lever, got a rotating head with all your dies. You literally just put your line in, turn yourself to the operation 0, the flat face die, put your line in up to the die, put your other die on, flip that, push that through, run this down just a little bit just to hold the dies. There's some crap here since my shop's a mess. Pull your lever, it shoves the die all the way back against the fence. It pushes the line back to where it needs to be, correctly spaced in the dies. I hold it, tighten her down. Now, I need 1/4 inch on this, so I'm going to they say OP1, I turn her to OP1, and you got to have a good vise for this. Give it a pull, go to operation 2, verify this 1/4 inch, that is 1/4 inch. Another pull until it stops. Back off your clamp, pull the pin, pop it out of the dies, and ta-da! Beautiful, uniform, straight, even flare. That's how simple this thing is to use. But I mean, it does beautiful work. You do have to clamp it in a vise. That's kind of a complaint. So it's not exactly something you're going to want to use on the vehicle. Though I do need to use it on a vehicle. I have a brake line in my son's S10 that I cannot take out of the vehicle because I'm not going to pull the fuel tank out. So I'm thinking put it in either a big crescent wrench down here on the block on the bottom, or a pipe wrench, and it'll still be able to pull the lever. That's my only complaint, is it's not portable like that. But it's not really meant to be portable. It is a bench top type tool, but this thing is great. I don't mind doing these flaring stuff now. No twisting all this crap and wing nuts and stuff. It'll, like I said, it'll do bubble flare, double flare, and single flare. And you can do 3/16, 1/4, and 3/8. And I think it does 5/16 too. We'll check. Oh yes, it does 5/16. My bad. So, anyway, under 200 bucks. If you need to flare a bunch of brake lines like you're building a car, you can't say that this is a waste of money. This is a time saver. It makes the job easy, and yeah, I mean, I'm really very happy with buying this tool. Make sure and get you one of these deburring tools. Now this is for brake lines and fuel line, metal fuel line stuff. I think that's going to be great for deburring other things. So this was like 30 bucks on Amazon. It's a Titan brand. You can get more expensive ones, but they look the same to me. It's all carbide, so I don't think it's going to wear out anytime soon. But handy, definitely a must-have when doing the brake lines. At least with this tool, I would assume with any of them. Now I did look at the hydraulic type, inline, pump it up, flaring tools. I'm not interested in paying $350 for something like this. That I hope I use this more than just on this particular car. And now I probably will, just because I have the tool. Be like, oh hey, let's make some new brake lines for that. Because I've got tools now that make it easier, you know, the bending tools, the flaring tools, stuff like that. So This is an ABN. I have several ABN tools. My tap and die set, which I've never broken a die out of this ABN tap and die set. This thing is well built. This thing's heavy. It's a tank. It's nice. The handle comes off. Everything fits right in that molded case. Just snaps together. The head rotates. Now, it is my understanding that you can get another head with different sized dies as the dies. And it just pops on there, rotates. Simple, easy. Put it in the case when you're done, get it out of the way. I mean, this thing's great. Highly recommended. So, anyway, I showed you guys my new tool. Showed you guys how to use it. ABN, check them out. I know they're on Amazon. They might be on eBay too, don't know. But that's enough on this. And I just want to say thanks for watching. If you would, be so kind, please. If you're not already subscribed, please do. Like, share, comment. If you have comments, questions, leave them down below. Do my best to answer them. And we'll see you in the next one. We're going to start making more progress on the Fairlane. Like actually hanging new parts. New brake lines. We got the steering box on there. Got some steering stuff on there. So, come along. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's time for me to go home. You guys have a good night.